Chapter 10, Part A, Briefs. Law of Contract. Promisor. Promisor, person who makes the promise. Promisee, the person who can enforce the promise. You understand, right?
ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸੀ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸਰ।
Person who can enforce the promise is a promisee. For example, I say you give me $1,000, I'll make you realtor, right? And you give me $1,000, or you promise me to give me $1,000, right? And make a deal. So you're a promisor, right? Person who makes the promise, a person who can enforce the promise. So who can enforce? Right? So a person who makes the promise, I'll say I'll make you a realtor.
You're making
give me $1,000. You say here's $1,000. So now you've given me $1,000, right? And I don't make you a realtor. Then what do?
You can force.
You can force, right? Basically, I'll say here's $1,000. You know, I'll make you real estate agent. Give me $1,000. So you give me $1,000, right? And if I don't make you a realtor, what you can do? You can enforce that promise now, right? Right? So you are a promisee, I'm a promiser, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Offerer, person who makes the offer, right? An offeree, person to whom the offer is made. Same way, it's the same like the other way. I said, right? Who is the offerer? I am the offerer. I say, okay, I'll make you real estate agent, right? What's the fee? $9.99, right? So the offer say, okay, here's the $9.99, right? Make me real estate agent. So if I don't teach you now, what you can do now? You can enforce it, right? So offerer, a person who offers. Promiser, a person who promises, right? An offeree, a person who can enforce, right? Okay, then void. Void contract is one that never existed to begin with. Even if all parties want it to exist, it can't, it never was. Void means when we write a void on a check, it doesn't exist anymore. It is not there even. Void means is not there, right? And so voidable. This is a contract where one of the parties to the contract has the option to cancel the contract, right? So this is a contract where one of the parties, basically voidable means the contract is there, right? So now one of the party can cancel. So it means I say, okay, I'll make you a realtor, $9.99, you pay me $9.99, so the contract is there. So now one of us can make it void, can cancel it. If I don't teach you, say, so you don't teach us, now cancel it, right? Or you say, you know, I don't want to perform it, right? So voidable means a contract which exists. Void means it doesn't exist. This is a short mark in the exam. Okay? So 7 essential elements of a binding contract. All 7 elements must be present to make a contract binding. Offer, a promise made by one person to another person.
Yeah.
Can be in writing, highlighted writing, verbally, or even by conduct. Conduct means behavior, right? Basically means it can be writing, verbally, over the phone, you know. Then third, standing offers are made to the public. At large and can be accepted by anyone. This is an invitation to treat less than a legal offer. Standing offers are made to the public at large and can be accepted by anyone. This is an invitation less than a legal offer. So basically okay, who wants to buy? Standing means are made to the public at large. Large means too many people.
ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵਾਲਮਾਰਟ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਆ $100 ਦੀ ਆ।
Yeah, can be accepted by anyone.
Yeah.
Right? So it's less than a legal offer. Then bilateral contract. It basically means both party agree, mutual exchange of promises. Bilateral, bilateral relationship you say between countries, right? So there is a bilateral agreement. For example, I will make you a real estate agent, right? And you running something, a store. You say, okay, I'll give you these things for free. So now I make you a real estate agent. For example, regularly, he's going to take me to China. He says yes, right? Doesn't matter how much it costs, right? It's a good deal for me, right? So what happened now? Is it bilateral contract? Okay. And then we go to the release or expiry of an offer. A time limit is specified and not met. So I had time limit. So time limit basically means I asked him, when will you take me to China? He says by February. First he said January, then February. But he didn't state which year. Right? Right? Then no time limit specified, but reasonable time has a passed. So in this one we have not said which year, right? But I assume it is next year, right? So but reasonable time, so basically means 1 year has gone by. Third, before acceptance the offer is revoked. You can always revoke means cancellation before acceptance. Revoke means cancellation before acceptance.
इतना एक मिनट में सवाल आ गया, सॉरी और एक बंदे ने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन कर लिया, राइट? सेल दा सेल भी हो गई, पर ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਘਰ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ ਉਹਨੇ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਟਾਈਟਲ, ਪਰ ਲੈਂਡ ਟਾਈਟਲ ਆਫਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਉਹ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਾਇਆ, ਉਹਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਭੇਜਤੇ ਕਿ ਆ ਚੱਕ ਪੈਸੇ ਤੇਰੇ, ਮੈਂ ਘਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਚਣਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਘਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ।
No. Once you sign the contract, it's a done deal. Only the title is not transferred, right? But now he has to go to the court. So the judge makes a decision based on the fact, whether there was anything wrong, right?
He cannot cancel or revoke the contract.
No, he can't revoke. Basically, he can revoke, but then he has to prove why he's revoking, right? Right? And it will go to the court, right? If the value of the property is gone up, then he may have to pay the money, extra money to the guy, right? If the value is gone down, he can sue, he can counter sue, right? Okay, so but what we're talking here is before acceptance you can cancel it. Either party become insane or dies before the offer is accepted. Counter offer is made. Basically, if either party become die or insane, nothing you can do now, right? Offer is rejected, or offer is rejected. For example, I present an offer, other party rejects it, right? Then you come to the acceptance. It must be a positive act, highlight positive. An offer can state how acceptance must be made. It can be verbal, it can be written, right? If not specified, acceptance should be communicated by the same means as offer was given. If I'm making a deal over the phone, so then the guy's calling me back, okay, it's done. If I'm sending a fax, he's faxing me back, right? Same means. Fourth, must be in writing for the sale of land. For land must be in writing. You can't make a verbal deal, right? There is no legal effect of acceptance until offer is
communicated.
So you have faxed to somebody, but you have not phoned him that I have faxed you. So the other party doesn't know. There may not be paper in the fax machine, right? So you must communicate. So communication is must.